Welcome back to another episode of JK Philly. Just finished watching the game, just turned it off my phone. Atlanta Hawks beat the Sixers 132 to 123. In the past few games, this one was pretty good. Down the stretch, it was pretty good. The whole game was basically a blowout, and they were really just doing whatever they wanted to the Sixers. But that last fourth quarter when they were like making a little comeback was definitely interesting to watch. So let's change it over real quick and look at what we got going on. So as you can see, showing a little bit of the Sixers highlights and statistics throughout the game. Another 35-point game from Quentin Grimes. Just had Kev on the other day talking about another game, obviously where Quentin Grimes was hooping. It's something exciting to watch, obviously, Kelly Oubre being sick, Andre Drummond being sick, and then everybody else injured. We at least have somebody that we can look at who's going to give us some production throughout the night. Who would have thought it would have been Quentin Grimes? Who would have known it'd be, anybody on this team? But Quentin Grimes has really been a nice bright spot for us that we've had throughout the season, or since the trade deadline at least. So it's really nice to see him, contributing 35 points, shooting 14 for 25 from the field, hitting 5 3-pointers. Like, he's just all around. 6 assists, 7 rebounds. You can't complain about it. While I was watching this game, of course, another good game from Adem Bona. Not on the defensive side, but at least getting some points up there, especially Jeff Doughton as well, who, has been flying under the radar. But if you watched him in the G League, he's a real hooper. 6 for 9 today from the field, scoring 17 points. But going through this game, the person that I'm most excited watching is Lonnie Walker, to see how he is progressing with the team and everything like that, getting his NBA runs under his belt again. But I really like watching Jared Butler. He is like a true point guard. He's diming the people throughout the game. He's shifty. He can get to the basket. He can shoot the ball. He didn't have a bad game today. He shot 3 for 6 from 3, 4 for 9 from the field, getting 6 assists with 11 points finishing off with. You can't complain about something like that. He just looks like a player. It's not statistics based, but during the game, it's just like he can play make. He's doing a lot of drive and kick, giving people opportunities to shoot the ball. So who knows next year in terms of, like, we got a lot of good looking guards on the lineup. Who knows who we're going to keep? Like, Lonnie Walker and Jared Butler have really been performing almost similar in terms of statistic wise. But I just like the way that Jared Butler moves, and he seems like more of a threat coming downhill and just getting shooters open. So, I don't know what his contract looks like, but eventually if we can keep him for the long term, that could be really good for us. So, yeah, other than that, I mean, the defense today was absolutely terrible by the Sixers. I don't know what Nick Nurse was telling them to do, because I have faith in Nick Nurse being a championship winning coach, that the Sixers just didn't do whatever he asked because they were just getting to the basket every single possession, like just getting down the lane, finishing, shooting. They were doing anything they wanted against us tonight. Like you see on the statistics, 22 points, 14, 15, 25, going to the double digits, 19, 18. Like, anybody and everybody is getting their buckets against the Sixers. So it's upsetting that that's how it happened. We don't have a lot of height. We don't have a lot of chemistry. It looks like we have a lot of guards or, like smaller forwards. So, whatever. But it was a good game down the stretch. Of course, Quentin Grimes was just on a heater. Ricky Council hitting a lot of clutch shots towards the end as well. It looked really good. I was very happy watching that last bit of the game. The whole game was just like, all right, we're coming out hot. We're hitting 3-point shots, but that's like what we were doing the whole first and second quarter. Then it just started to slow down because they're packing the paint. So even if you want to drive and kick, you can't really get downhill. So it kind of limited the Sixers offense a bit in terms of getting some flow going, and they weren't hitting a lot of shots. How many 3-point shots did we take? We took 42 3-point shots as a team. We shot 38%. 38% is not too bad as a team, but it just felt like a lot. So I like the look of this team. They are obviously a little bit inexperienced because they're a lot of G League players, and obviously like Lonnie Walker coming back from overseas and stuff like that, and Quentin Grimes, being our best player, but I believe he was a bench player on the Mavs. If he wasn't, then whatever. But yeah, I like the look of this squad. If they could get something going, obviously, I don't want them to get it together to start winning games because the tank is still real. But, at least competing in those fourth quarters, that's all we're really asking for. I want to see somebody pop off. I want to see Quentin Grimes pop off one day. I want to see Yabusele pop off at Dembona like he did the other day, yesterday. Just those types of things throughout the season that is going to make us happy. But other than that, I don't really have anything else to say. Tank is real, man. Tank is real. We're still trying to, Sixers stay alive. Thank you guys for watching. Appreciate you guys coming back for another episode of the JK Philly channel. Make sure you guys stay tuned for our next game against the Toronto Raptors. All right, thanks for watching. Thank you guys for watching another episode of JK Philly. Make sure you stay tuned by subscribing to the channel.